I'm joined by Max Muncy. And Max, it was a hot one out there, but of course you're able to get your work done. How are you feeling just at this point in spring?
I feel good. I feel healthy. That's the biggest thing, obviously. You know, you're trying to get through camp healthy, trying to work on some things, but I feel like I'm moving really well. My mechanics feel good at the plate. I feel like I'm getting good reads on defense, and at this point, you're kind of just you're not on cruise control because you're still trying to get your work in, but you're trying to be smart about it.
Yeah, I mean, recently Dave Roberts has talked about your defense, and I know you came into spring training a little bit lighter. That was a focus for you, wanting to be more agile on the field, but how would you just describe how you've continued to improve defensively? Was there a certain focus that you were kind of focusing on, or is there anything you've been working on kind of get to those strides?
Well, there's no substitute for hard work, and so for me, that's always been the biggest thing. If there's something you're not good at, you got to work at it, and I've been trying to put in the work every single day, and just listening to my teammates, listening to how they go about it. You talk to Mickey Rowe all the time, talk to Mookie just with the knowledge he's gained having to learn shortstop, and I'm just trying to take little bits from everybody, incorporate it into what I'm doing every single day. And for me at third, I always feel like the biggest thing is my first step off the ball, and I've been able to accomplish that really, really well over the last couple of years. And from there, it's just working on my footwork for the most part.
It's crazy to think that opening day is around the corner now, but before we kind of move forward, I do want to go back to Game 7. When we look at how that game played out, you were the guy, hit a home run off of Trey Savage, made it a one-run game. What do you remember just about that at-bat and you guys crawling back into that game?
Well, we start getting late in the game. You kind of start playing, scenarios in your head. You start going through the lineup, playing the outs, and for me, the biggest thing was just trying to find a way on base and get it back to the top of the order one more time. Because as it stood when I got up there, the 9-hole was going to be, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th if nothing else happened. So for me, the biggest thing was just trying to get it to the top of the lineup. So find a way to get on base any way I can, and facing a guy that I'd seen a couple of times already that series. So just trying to use that knowledge. Had a little mental cue off him that gave me a little success. I had to treat him like he was a left-hander, not a right-handed pitcher, just with the way the ball was moving, and that really helped me stay back on the ball, and I was able to get a good pitch, and didn't miss it.
Yeah. When you think about that game, I mean, is there maybe outside of that home run, is there a moment that really stands out to you?
I mean, it's hard to pick one. There were so many moments throughout that entire game and the entire series, really, but for me, just because I spent so much time with the guy working every single day and working on defense with him, just to see Mookie make that double play, knowing where he started at the beginning of the year, working on that exact play, just watching him pull the ball a bunch, and then, just as the year went on, he started getting so good at it, and then for that to be the play for him to make to win us the World Series, it was just, for me, that was the special moment, just, knowing all the hard work that he put in.
I know that we've got 2 outs, so we're going to kind of wrap this one up here, but obviously with Mookie Betts, with this team that you guys have, when you look at the order, I mean, you guys are stacked from top to bottom. Has it kind of hit you just how challenging this lineup is going to look like and be this year?
It's going to be fun, and it's a lot of us have talked, and it's kind of one of those things where it doesn't matter where you bat in the lineup. You're going to have an opportunity with guys on base, the entire game. We're going to have guys find ways on, and 1 through 9 is going to be able to do damage, and it's just going to be a really fun lineup to watch throughout the entire season, and watch us wear down pitchers and do damage, and we have a pretty good feeling about it.
You thought about what opening day or even the ring ceremony is going to be like?
You start thinking about it, and it's obviously very exciting. I'm excited to see what the ring's going to look like. The gold jerseys, it's always really cool. I'm getting some gold cleats from Nike to match the jersey, so yeah, a little chrome gold on the bottom. I'm hoping it looks good with the jersey, but yeah, it's just a special moment, and unfortunately you do still have to focus on baseball, but our whole focus is this year and what's ahead of us, but it's a fun one last opportunity to look back into last year.
It's going to be a special day, Max. Thank you as always.